He gagged the girl's mouth shut. Then he took out handcuffs and locked her hands together. After that, he made her lie down inside a box. He roughly tied up her arms and legs with hemp rope. Anna was so scared that snot ran down her face. But in the end, she was still locked inside the box. She watched the car drive away through a small gap, but with her mouth gagged, she couldn't make a single sound for help. When Anna woke up again, she was already inside the man's house. Strange-looking tools were laid out on the bed. It seemed this kidnapper wasn't in it for the money. Instead, he had much more perverted demands. That's when Bob made the rules clear. You have to listen to everything I say. You must call me Daddy. Otherwise, the consequences will be severe. Anna wiped away her tears. She obeyed and called him Daddy. Bob was satisfied and told her to sit on the bed. Then he started questioning her for detailed information. When he found out Anna had a boyfriend, his face instantly turned dark. But when he heard the girl was still a virgin, a look of surprise flashed across his face. Anna was slowly falling apart. But the nightmare was only just beginning. Bob ordered her to lie down on the bed. He used his tools to examine the girl's body. Afterward, Anna went to clean herself up. She noticed there were a lot of women's items around. Golden hair was tangled around the comb. It meant a woman lived in this house regularly. Before she could gather more information, Bob showed up in the bathroom again. He subjected her to a new round of torture. Anna endured everything calmly, even though fear filled her heart. She told herself that staying calm was the only way. Only by keeping her cool could she have a fighting chance to survive. So she tried her best not to anger him. Bob was in a good mood right now. On top of that, he was convinced that Anna could never escape, so he let his guard down. During their small talk, Anna learned about the kidnapper's background. Bob was too poor to go to college. After graduating from high school, he served 9 years in the Navy. Then he got discharged. At that point, Bob suddenly softened his tone. After Bob finished talking, he picked up a gun. His hand caressed the girl's smooth skin. Anna's heart was pounding like a drum. But right now, the only thing she could do was endure. However, Bob was getting more and more aggressive. To stay alive, Anna let him do whatever he wanted to her again. Bob was very pleased with Anna's obedience. He said he would give her a reward. Anna glanced toward the living room. She asked him how many animals he kept. Bob agreed to let her go see them. He also said he loved animals a lot, because he loved the feeling of keeping them captive. Anna asked him about his job. He said with some frustration, the job he had now was really boring. Then he promised Anna he would let her go once he got bored of her. A sound came from the TV. The reward this pervert gave Anna was actually watching an action movie together. Anna felt like her mind was about to break, but she had no choice but to hold it in. She asked Bob if she could go to the bathroom, but to her surprise, he stood by the door. He stared at her while she used the toilet. When Anna was washing her hands, Bob suddenly told her to stop. "What do you need to call me?" Anna obediently called him Daddy again. His eyes wandered all over the girl's body. After that, he ordered Anna to cook with him. Anna said she didn't have any appetite. Bob looked annoyed. She quickly said she could do the house chores instead. Actually, she wanted to use the chance to gather more information. While sweeping the floor, she noticed a clinic's business card stuck on the fridge. Anna quickly memorized the phone number. She also noted down all the things written on the calendar next to it, except for the stuff related to Disney. There was a note that said coming home on the 16th, so it was very likely the day the lady of the house would come back. When Anna was halfway through sweeping, Bob suddenly snapped and lost his self-control. After he finished his terrible act, Bob turned on the TV. There was no news report about Anna's disappearance. It gave him the perfect chance to brainwash her. He kept saying no one cared about Anna at all. But in reality, as soon as Anna's mom found out her daughter was missing, she called the police right away. But when the police heard Anna had only been missing for a few hours, they didn't take it seriously at all. Anna's mom had to ask around for information, but all the results were disappointing. Disappointed, she went to the police station again. She begged the sheriff for help. The sheriff also tried to stall for time. He told the woman to go home and wait for updates. He had no intention of sending anyone to investigate. Little did they know This gave the criminal more time to carry out his evil plan. This wasn't the first time he had committed a crime. The lack of care from families toward teenage girls, and the police's inaction, allowed him to get away with his crimes over and over again. But despite how perverted he was behind closed doors, when he was in front of other people, he would pretend to be a harmless, honest guy. He called his wife on the phone every single night. During those calls, he would make Anna hide inside the box to prevent her from making any noise. He gagged the girl again. The girl kept coughing. Bob angrily lifted the box's lid. He demanded to know why Anna was making noise. Only then did he realize it was because she couldn't breathe with the gag on. He angrily removed the restraint. Then he threatened Anna fiercely, saying he would kill her if she dared to make any more sounds. Anna was so scared that she didn't dare to cry out loud. She covered her mouth with her hand. After Bob finished his phone call, he got some sleeping pills and told Anna to take them. Anna pretended to swallow the pills. She took the chance when Bob wasn't looking to watch what he was doing carefully. She noticed Bob hiding the box somewhere. Later, while washing up, she thought about the possibility of escaping, but the odds of failure were still very high. She had to keep being patient, but Bob's abuse never stopped. He wouldn't even leave Anna alone when they slept. He handcuffed Anna's hands and feet together. He tied her to the bed before finally falling asleep. On the third day, when Anna woke up, Bob was still snoring loudly. She thought this was her chance. She gently unlocked the cuffs on her hands. Seeing that Bob didn't react at all, Anna quickly put on her pants. She tiptoed quietly into the living room. Every step she took at that moment felt extremely dangerous, based on the layouts she had observed the day before. She made her way to the front door smoothly. First, she moved the vacuum cleaner that was blocking the door. Then she held her breath and unlocked the door. Finally, she ran out as fast as she could. She ran as hard as she could, keeping her head down in fear. After a while, she finally reached the road. Luckily, a car was coming her way just in time. Anna quickly waved the car down to ask for help. She explained her situation to the driver. The stranger told her to get in the car first. He said he would take her to the police station. When the car started moving, Anna's tense nerves finally relaxed a little bit. She successfully made it to the police station. She saw the police and calmly explained what had happened to her. When the police heard she had just escaped from the kidnapper's house, they were stunned and didn't know how to react at first. She also gave them the leg cuffs as DNA evidence. She was the calmest victim the police officers had ever encountered. Anna described her kidnapping experience in detail. The police officers were all shocked. No one could have imagined that such a young girl could stay so amazingly calm throughout everything. A female police officer asked the driver for the suspect's address, but they could only remember the general area. They didn't know the exact house number, since Anna was still a minor, and she had just been assaulted. Out of humanitarian considerations, a female police officer would take over the communication from then on. When the police found out that Anna's mom had reported her missing 18 hours earlier, they realized how serious the situation really was. He called Anna's mom to tell her to come pick her up before her mom arrived. The police needed Anna to go to the scene to identify the location. She didn't hesitate and followed the police officers. They went back to the area near the suspect's apartment, but all the houses there looked almost the same. Even the neighbors who had lived there for a long time couldn't provide any useful information. Just when the police were stuck and had no idea what to do, Anna described the details of the man's house thoroughly. The police praised Anna for doing an amazing job. With these clues, the police quickly found the suspect's house, but he had already escaped long before. The inside of the room was exactly as Anna had described it, and from the ropes and tools found on the bed, it was clear that Anna had indeed been assaulted. The sheriff immediately ordered the area's roads to be blocked off. He also prepared to issue a warrant for Bob's arrest, but for that, they needed Anna to identify the suspect first. By this time, Anna's mom had already arrived at the police station. The moment mother and daughter saw each other, all the fear and grievance the girl had been holding back finally poured out. After a while, the female police officer brought photos of several suspects. She asked Anna to point out the kidnapper. She quickly pointed to Bob without hesitation. The problem now was that Bob was still on the run, so the female police officer hoped she could provide more clues. But what Anna did next left everyone completely stunned. Anna told them everything she knew about the suspect. It included his family members and his job. All the information Anna provided was valuable and useful. The police immediately launched a manhunt based on these clues. On the way home, Anna's mom wanted to know what she had been through. But to keep her mom from worrying, Anna didn't tell her anything. Based on the large box Anna had described, the police made a shocking discovery. The suspect really wasn't committing his first crime. He was even a serial killer. He specifically targeted beautiful underage girls. Except for Anna, none of his victims had survived. In no time, Bob's wanted posters were plastered all over the streets and alleys. Anna's family and friends also helped to look for him, but the suspect was very cunning. He had switched cars while on the run. It made it impossible for the police to track his location, to prevent Bob from getting revenge on Anna. The police stationed many officers to protect her at her home, but all this attention made her feel uncomfortable. She just wanted to go back to her normal life. But as long as the suspect was still at large for one more day, this protection would continue. When Anna's mom stopped her from going out to play, she finally lost her temper. She said she wanted to get back to living her normal life. The suspect wasn't even here anymore. Anna's mom had no more reasons to stop her. She had to let her go hang out with her friends. Just when she was focused on watching her boyfriend's ball game, she suddenly heard two girls talking about her in the back row. Anna immediately stood up for herself and snapped back at them. After Anna finished speaking, she turned around and continued watching the game. She didn't let those comments ruin her mood at all. Meanwhile, the police found the suspect's wife. Surprisingly, she not only had no idea about Bob's evil deeds, but she also thought Bob was the perfect husband. After some time passed, Bob arranged to meet his sister. The police immediately set up a stakeout nearby. Before long, the suspect showed up as expected. Seeing that he had no way to escape, Bob, who didn't want to face trial, simply pointed the gun at himself. He ended everything with his own death. The next day, the police told Anna the news. In the police's eyes, Anna was a true hero. This movie is based on a true story. The real-life Anna later became a police officer in her small town. She helped many other victims of assault,